Said it's never too late to catch a vibe now, and it's never too late to state a fact. I said it's never too late to catch a ride now, and it's never too late to get on track. I'm talking never too late. The podcast.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 2
Yes,
of the
sir.
Never Too Late
Gang,
podcast.
gang,
What's going
real
on, man?
gang
What it
stuff,
do?
real gang
What it do?
sir.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Again, welcome to the Never Too Late podcast, the most lucrative podcast where insight meets real talk. Thank you all for tuning in. And what's going on to our new listeners? Welcome, everybody. What's going on? How's everybody feeling today?
How y'all doing? What's good?
Good.
Cool, man. So, just to go ahead and get our introduction started, I'm your boy, Nick Cross, light skin. You know what I'm saying? Take my role very seriously. We out here blessed up for the one time.
Boy, Cam HK, Caramel.
Okay,
we gonna do skin tones. All right, it's your boy Jack. Dark skin. Shot.
Oh, dang. All right, bet. It's your boy Jordan, a.k.a. Chef Boyard J, a.k.a. Handyman JoJo from the East Side.
Hey, man. It's your boy _trademark, Marco. Milk chocolate, if you're going to look at complexion.
Milk.
You feel me? Yes, sir.
It's your boy Kwame's Graceness, the greatest grace since. I'm whatever skin tone the ladies like. You did.
Facts.
Okay. Cool.
They like the
All
milk
right.
chocolate thing, bro.
So we got a really
Shut up,
good show for
vegetation.
you guys today. I'm gonna go ahead and just pass it off to my man Jordan with that news rundown.
What's good, y'all? So for today, we have the latest executive order by Governor Kemp, and it has allowed restaurants to allow larger capacities, letting parties up to 10 people be in the same proximity. It also increases the amount of children allowed in a single classroom from 10 to 20 individuals, as long as they follow certain sanitation guidelines. Also, gyms are open, but they are ordered to follow a strict screening protocol, and beauty salons and barbershops are as well. And then lastly, bars and clubs are still closed until the end of May. So while things are slowly coming back to order, we still encourage y'all to stay at home and still practice social distancing. Next up, hurricane season may be coming a little earlier this year, with a 70% chance of Hurricane Arthur forming this weekend off the coast of Florida. In other news, Jeff Bezos is on track to becoming the world's first trillionaire because of Amazon's constantly increasing popularity. This may bring up a lot of issues between people's viewpoints on how he uses his wealth and whatnot, but either way, that's still a good accomplishment on his part. Lastly, for our Black excellence, Princeton named his first Black valedictorian in its 274-year history, and his name is Nicholas Johnson. He majored in operations research and financial engineering, and he will begin his PhD program this fall at MIT. Congratulations, Nicholas. Continue to be great and pave the way. All right, back to you, Nick.
Hey man, shout out to that boy Nicholas. That's a very nice name, man. Very name, you know what I'm saying? But you bring a lot of greatness. You know what I'm saying?
All
Shout
right.
out to him. Oh, one more thing, shout out to all them people out there with, Jordan was talking about barbershops, man. You see, hey, I took it upon myself, Jordan too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done purchased some clippers, the Oster fast feeds, man. Shout out, and I done, shout out to wifey for helping, man. We done gave myself a cut. You know what I'm saying? I don't really need a barbershop no more. So what it do? I'm trying to get better. And then
$5 a cut
what's
starting
going
off.
on?
I'm gonna be at 20 next year, so hurry up and pull up on me.
hey, that's what I'm saying. You got to catch us now while we still on the up and coming.
Hey, y'all barbers just heard y'all. They got so salty, bro. Y'all better never go to them folks.
Yeah. Your barber is not tuning into the podcast no more.
They
We
not
just
at
lost
all.
2 viewers.
Hey, man.
sure
Much love to the barbers, man. Much love.
Shouts
to
out
them,
to Carlton, man. I'm gonna come holler at you when everything good. I still freak with you, my boy. I don't know what they talking about.
That's all good, man. That's all good. But let's go ahead and get into our first segment of the day. What's brewing? What's brewing? Yes, sir. So, guys, today it went down. Super Future Hendrix, the Wizard, Mr. Sensational. I mean,
Toxic.
the nicknames can go on, but today Future dropped High Off Life, And I need to get everybody's reactions. What's going on, everybody? Is he back? Did Future deliver? Is this something again that you just need to jump? You know what I'm saying? Just throw it in the trash, man. Like, what's going on? How did y'all feel about him? What's going on with it?
The streets been calling, man.
Hey, there you go. Look at the background, bro. We here.
Oh, this man got the 3-band symbol.
MVG.
Boy.
Yo.
We here.
No, but
nah, bro.
Go ahead, Jay.
Hey, man. Future might have outdid himself, man. I ain't gonna cap. I know we're gonna talk about Jack. You're gonna bring it up later, but, man, I don't know if I had to skip on that album. I can honestly say I don't think I skipped, and I heard it 2 times in a row.
That's big, man. No skips? Okay.
I wouldn't say no skips. I don't know about that.
What?
You feel me?
Cap.
I'm not gonna say no skips. There's definitely gonna be some tracks that's gonna get skipped by. Like for me, when I listen to it, I listen through and I'm looking for the song. Like, which song is gonna make me go back to my phone? Like, oh dang, what's the name of that, bro? So I can add that to the playlist, bro. I didn't get to that song till I got to post it with Demons. You feel me? Like, that was
what
the song that.
Wait,
yeah.
what?
Dang, bro. You went, but the first few tracks was running, though.
I didn't say that they didn't ride, but it wasn't what I was looking for until I got
didn't get your attention.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't hold me. I mean, of course, that, Trapped in the Sun and that, Solitaire with Travis Scott, because Travis Scott got that unique voice. So, I was rocking with that. So, but overall, like Jay said, bro, Future went crazy, and this is what we were looking for. I don't know what Drake was thinking when he dropped that Tootsie Slide. That wasn't what we was calling for, bro. This is what we was calling for.
How you gotta bring Drake into this?
Right.
I don't even know how that came up.
Drake is at home chilling. He ain't had to do that.
He is. I'm just saying.
He a friend of the podcast, too.
What
Shout
up,
out,
Drake?
bro?
What up,
Shout out to OVO. Shout out to OVO.
Nah, don't shout him out, bro.
Nah, shout out to OVO, for real. But this is what I was looking for, not that. You feel me? Like, that's all I'm saying.
Sensational.
That's it. Just sensational. That sums up Kwame's whole review.
Nah, yeah, that one rolled for real. Nah, I ain't enjoyed no music from Future like that in a minute. That was a good one.
The Hot Tech.
Hot Tech is number 2. This man said he don't get to a 5 song until like number 6, 7. What is? Can we kick him out?
I didn't say I didn't get to a 5. I didn't say I didn't get to a 5 song.
Number 7, bro. That's
number
7.
He pulled one of mine right in front of me.
Hey, I'm not saying the project wasn't hard, bro. I was rocking it. I didn't say I was skipping all of them tracks, bro. Like,
low key, that's what you said. You said you skipping 6 of them.
That's what I heard.
So Jack, I think you kind of put something on the floor. Is it kind of a consensus on across the board right now that Marcus might need to get muted?
Mute the man, please.
Oh, Marcus Hodge, I am so sorry, my boy. Quiet. Quiet. That boy gonna disrespect Future. You gonna disrespect him like that?
Anyways.
Back to more important topics.
Back to more important conversation.
Put this man out.
Right. He's not misogynistic enough. That's clearly what it's about.
That's what it is.
He's not toxic. He ain't living life.
He's not living life.
He the feds. That's his problem. He the feds. He the ops.
Boy, I knew, man, and that's crazy. I thought my boy Mark would really, you know what I'm saying, be rocking with it like that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I guess
Mark
that's
not really from the east side.
He really not.
That's what it is.
He's from North Carolina. He's from North Carolina.
Hold on. I got it. Now,
what do you got to say,
his whole state. Hold on,
bro.
Hold on, bro. I got to bring you back to talk about Carolina.
Talking about folks ain't from the east side for real, bro. I've been here since I was 3 years old, bro. I'm Eastern.
Let them know.
See,
come on now, right off the chop, that finger that put up.
But you
a
Panthers fan.
East side forever. Just because we're a better team doesn't mean any.
Hey.
We back on Future.
Right, we're getting back on Future. We'll segue into some sports later. We're still on Future though.
Okay, all right. I told y'all in the group, gave y'all a little preview that I was gonna ask y'all this. So I hope y'all had time to, marinate on it after y'all listen to the album. So, what was your favorite toxic line from the album?
I got about 50.
Future is known for them toxic lines that that BS, that misogyny. What was your favorite off of this project?
Hold on, I wrote this bit down.
I wrote it down too, bro. Hold on, I got a whole list.
I got a little list
Who
too.
want to go first?
You.
Go ahead, Cam.
Yeah.
Future said, "You can worship the devil. Just drop me
That's
these bricks. I got the preacher
That's what I was
started
gonna
selling
say.
me rich. I might have thought on the strap because it was late in the."
So yeah,
That's
man.
pretty toxic.
We talk about these
Cam,
toxic
wow.
lines. Yeah. I mean, Cam just laid it out on the line, man. I mean, does anybody have
He
something
really
to follow up with that?
I got one.
Okay.
I got the preacher's daughter selling.
He just said that.
Right. Hold on.
Hold on, bro. Mute this man.
Yeah,
Hold on now. Hold on. I
he
mean,
repeated. He repeated.
She gonna make
Hey,
me
bro.
rich.
everybody got a consensus with it. Dang, I'm sorry, Jack.
Get him out of here.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
I love this show.
So,
Dang,
Go
man.
ahead.
That's crazy.
we can't really ignore the fact that this whole song is toxic and
Welcome back, bro.
misogynistic, bro.
I'm saying.
Oh, me.
What
Hold on, I was muted for
Was
2
it being
minutes.
vulgar?
No, Jack, they said that you repeated a line.
You repeated what
said
Cam
that.
just said. You them again.
Oh. God damn.
He really did, bro. Bro, the
Word for
whole
word.
This guy right here, man.
Hey,
Go
but
ahead,
bro. Go ahead.
one of my favorite toxic lines from that whole tape was when he said, I won't never call back. If I hang up, I meant it yet. That means it was all bad. Think I'm better off leaving yet. I don't have time for stress. I don't have time for disagreements yet. Too many girls supposed to call back. I got them all in line. They fiending yet. Like, Future, he talking that stuff, bro. He let you know.
That
This
real.
man, bro. This man said, "Girls feed me grapes because I'm grateful and I'm stylish." What does that even mean?
I like that one. Yeah, I like that one.
What?
Hey, man.
What are you talking about? Bro,
hey,
oh, and he said, "Hey, this is not toxic at all." But I was confused. This man said, "When we roll one, we converse. We like orphans." What does that mean? I'm so confused, bro.
That is people in the booth that's hyping up. Yeah, that jump fire. That jump hard.
Oh,
That's
me.
exactly what it was, bro. And they're not gonna say no to him anyway. So it's
Why
like,
orphans?
I don't know.
What does it have
I
to
was
do
so
with
confused
anything?
the whole tape, bro. This man also said $1,000 ski boots by Perry Ellis, but I don't plan on taking no ski trip. Why this man wearing ski boots?
What
bro?
you got boots? That man.
That's a pure stat line right
Crazy.
there. That go crazy.
This man,
He just got
Hey,
ski
that-
boots just to have them. Come on.
I'm just gonna
That's
look at him,
sensational.
bro.
That's
Don't
funny,
get
man.
too comfortable.
But
I think-
yeah.
Yeah.
What I was about to say, what are some standout tracks for you guys, man? I know Too Comfortable
That's-
definitely was riding.
He
You know what I'm
don't get
saying?
too
Yeah.
comfortable. Yes, sir.
Hard not
Yeah.
hard not to choose. Is that the name of it? That
Hard
junk
not
go
to choose
crazy.
one. Yeah,
Hard to
that one
choose.
was hard too.
Hard to choose. Yeah.
I'm not
Y'all
gonna
sleep
lie.
on accepting my
tree,
flaws
though.
too.
Except my father, though. That tree in there with Young Boy, that junk
Oh, yeah.
ride.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
that one
true.
run too. I was rocking with Outer Space, bruh. Outer Space, that was that vibe, you know what I'm saying, type of Future that I like on there too.
Mm-hmm.
I was
That
rocking with
Austin
everything.
Uzi hard too.
I'm
I ain't
about to
gonna
say
lie.
everything.
When that All Bad with Uzi came on, I didn't know what direction that was gonna go in, bro. Like when I first heard it drop, I'm like, either I'm gonna like this song or I'm not gonna rock with it at all.
Yeah,
You're
that's
not rocking
usually,
with it.
yeah, that's kind of how it go. Yeah. But overall, man, I'm about to say it sounds as if like everybody was rocking with Future. It sounds like High Off Life definitely delivered. So that Future got this week on lock. You know what I'm saying?
Sensational.
But
No. It's not on lock. What
Hold
y'all
on.
haven't heard, like I told y'all,
Oh,
listen to that Polo G album.
okay.
I'm not even that big a Polo G fan, but this jump, okay.
So
You think
Polo G
Polo
competing
Free
with him.
high
Okay.
off?
So can't
I
all right.
heard
So
it
they
right.
putting the song.
I
They
heard
putting the
it
song with a little bit. Okay.
Me being a real East Atlanta, like real East Atlanta, no, it's not Step in the Future like talking about. But if I wasn't from East Atlanta, it's close.
We don't care about those people.
That's funny, man. But like I was saying, so okay, I'll rephrase that. So Future, he did his thing this week, but next week, somebody else is dropping, man. So I want to get some early insights going into Warner.
I need it.
He's on the way, man. Next week it's dropping. So anybody got some early predictions for Warner?
I don't think he's finna outdo his label mate.
Who saw that video, bro?
So you think that little baby still gonna have it?
Who saw the teaser?
Still gonna have it.
The teaser went in.
The teaser told me everything I need to know.
Teaser, bro.
Hold on, you tripping?
I don't know if
Teaser told me everything, bro.
Cam love Warner. I'm about to say, go ahead and get him, Cam.
Man, nah, baby was hard, bro. But this bro, did y'all hear Warner leak? Like the title track leak.
Oh,
like
leak? We
like
might
Warner
hear
going
that.
crazy right now, bro.
What's the name of it?
I'm with Jack. Well, I'm not. I don't know.
That.
I feel you, Jack. Like it's not just easy to just blow by my turn. Like talking about these people acting like, yeah, it's easy. Nah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I say that. I meet you halfway with that one.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I meet you halfway with that one.
I don't feel like like you said. You're right about that. Baby and Gunna are the ones competing with it right now, so you can't just say Gunna just gonna take over like that. Like talking about.
So where's Future in the
season? Gunna's history is putting out that heat, bro. Like, so, I mean, it's gonna be interesting next week.
So it's
gonna be good, man. I can't wait. True.
That's what I'm saying. These folks sleep.
They sleep.
I'm finna say y'all just forgot about Uzi too.
Uzi Deluxe went crazy too.
I'm not putting Uzi in the
Deluxe was crazy. I'm about to say Deluxe. Deluxe went off, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know if Uzi gonna be stepping to them like that.
Not my turn.
I don't know.
Did you just say last week, Cam, that Uzi's Deluxe kind of had some misses, right? You said it wasn't stepping to how Baby's Deluxe was. That's what you said, right?
But I did just say the whole Uzi album go crazy. Like the whole Uzi album go crazy. You talking about low level, Homecoming, Prices.
But is it stepping to Baby? It's stepping to my turn.
Prices go in.
Yeah, I'm talking. His best song is stepping to my turn.
His best song is stepping to the whole album.
The whole album, like
I'm saying best song for best song. Like y'all really underrated Uzi, bro.
I got you, man. But like we said, we'll see what's going on next week. We'll see what's going on with Gunna. So make sure you guys tune into that. And lastly, so another versus battle. So I hope everybody got a chance to tune into the Jill Scott and the Erykah Badu, last week. That was a very smooth battle.
Are we going to talk about how Mike was calling his teammates hoes throughout practice?
Hey,
bro, that man
right. Before we talk about let's talk about the real good legend, right?
Bro, he called Scott Burrell like a hoe like 25 times in practice.
Oh, me.
You telling me he not hooking?
Oh no,
he got to, bro. Like,
as we saw on the last episode, Steve Kerr couldn't keep his composure, man. So he had to, punch him in the chest, man.
Yeah, he stood his ground, bro. I give him that. Man.
Shout out to my boy Steve Kerr, man.
He should have hit him in the face, bro. You
held it down, bro.
Yeah, you can't go for the chest, bro.
But think about where he at though. MJ Hubbard.
Yeah,
Steve.
He thought about his salary. He was like, God.
Right. That boy Steve Kerr was like, man, I need this job. I want to stay
here. Mike said,
yeah, you might have made more money if you went somewhere else. You not Michael Jordan out?
Did y'all find it weird that most of the teammates were kind of cool with it? Like most of them
understood.
Yeah, it's like normal people is talking, oh, he was a tyrant, he was this and that. But they're like, look, he did it and we won, so I think the end justify the means.
That's one of the craziest parts too, Cam. I agree with that of like, yeah, you might not necessarily agree with his methods. You might not agree with what he did and how he spoke to people, but he delivered at the end of the day, and you can't really argue with results.
Right.
Like it's one of those things of you know what you're getting with MJ. It's like you either gonna get on the train, or you know what I'm saying, or you're just not gonna be with it, or MJ gonna kick you out, man.
So y'all telling me Steve Kerr looking at that ring like, God dang, boy, that black eye was worth it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, yeah, what you mean?
Absolutely.
I'm about to say big facts.
That man Steve Kerr is not mad about anything that
Steve Kerr ain't mad at all, man.
I'm about to say, they talking about really good.
The one thing I can respect about Jordan that gets overlooked is the fact that when he was wrong or he lost, like he could own up to it, bro. He could respect those that beat him on those that he might have done wrong. Like he with Steve Kerr was like, my bad, bro. Let's get this ring. And they went and did that.
Yeah.
They made him do that though.
Did they make him do that?
I thought he did.
No, he said.
MJ said he called Steve Kerr.
Yeah. He said he felt bad about it. So he was like, let me go ahead and call him up real quick.
Phil Jackson called him in after practice and told him, like,
hey, because he got kicked out of practice.
He said, you got to apologize. And then he did.
But he was also like, yeah, I understood.
He said,
like,
yeah, I
understand. Like, yeah, I know. I understand. I got to do that. Bro.
Yeah, it was
so he was understanding about it. So I felt like he needed to do that. It's not like the Draymond situation.
Y'all letting this man skate. That is feel like he was understandable. Y'all acting like that's praiseworthy. Like, dog,
right.
No, he is not nice.
To be honest,
okay.
bro.
He's
not
a nice guy. He wins championships. Let's give him that. Let's not try and act like he the coolest person on the planet. Not making excuses for that man.
We're not saying he's the coolest, but we're saying in that environment, bro. Like,
we're acknowledging his, you know what I'm saying? We're acknowledging his flaws and everything that he had, but at the end of the day,
just acting like he was apologetic. I'm like, nah, that's not.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna tell me you ain't never got into it with a teammate or seen teammates get into it like that before?
I get that. But I'm saying y'all giving him too much credit. That's like
we talking about the one. We talking about the one. We talking about that one instance with Steve Kerr.
Right. Yeah, we talking about that one thing.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm saying y'all giving him too much credit for this one instance.
Okay, him and Phil understood
he didn't have
what
to
took
apologize.
place.
He didn't have to.
He could have been like Draymond and said, "F it." He
runs the team.
All right, I got you.
But no, at the end of the day, bro, MJ is definitely petty, bro. I remember on the beginning of episode 7. Let me tell y'all, this man got told good game, and he took that personally, bro. He went off the next game talking about don't tell me good game, bro.
He dropped 37 on him at the half.
I loved it.
In a half. Yeah, that boy petty, Jordan was going crazy, bro.
Bro, the crazy part about that story, he even said it wasn't real.
It wasn't true.
Like, he just made it up.
He told himself, like, bro, I got told good game.
How dare you?
That boy is wild,
bro. Like, why is Jordan snapping on me right now?
Don't ever tell me good game.
Jordan was wild, bro. Absolutely, but I'm definitely looking forward to the last 2 episodes, man. It's been a great documentary thus far. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure that you know how it's been good so far, that it's going to deliver on the last 2 episodes. So shout out to everybody that was involved with The Last Dance. So we're going to check out the last 2 episodes coming on Sunday. So let's talk about that next week. Back to the Never Too Late podcast, the most lucrative podcast where insight meets real talk. Thank you guys for sticking with us, man. And now we're about to get into one of our favorite segments. It is the recipe. Recipe. You know what? We're just going to give our perspective on some really good relationship topics out here. So, guys, we got another good one for you today.
Yes, sir.
Oh, all right. We in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And everybody knows nowadays that we're in the world of social media. So I want to get you guys' opinion on how important is social media in a relationship. Do you guys feel like you have to show off your partner? Should your IG and Facebook page have pictures of you guys? Should you be liking other girls' posts while you in a relationship? The floor is all yours, guys. What's up?
I'm gonna pop off.
Go ahead.
I'm feeling entitled to just speak on this. So me personally, I feel like social media these days it shouldn't be as important as it is. It really shouldn't. But like how I'm gonna do it, I'm waiting until Shawty we seriously, we about to get engaged, and I'm still not even showing face. We just gonna put up a post with Shawty ring on the finger. That's it. Like we're not doing no kind of showy stuff no more, because I feel like the more you post the significant other, and then let's say y'all get rocky, y'all just out of a relationship, you just looking foolish. You feel me? Like I'm not trying to have 2-3 chicks up there why you don't post me? Why I'm never on your story? And then we don't last for 2 months. You feel me? Now I'm just looking goofy, but you were just with Shouted them. You were just with, you feel me? Now I can't make the move on Shouted them that I want to make because she looked at Shouted them post. So yeah, we keep it quiet.
I feel that. To add on to that, bro, I feel like it depends on the amount of security in which you have with said young lady, because comments under pictures, shouted, with connection with shouted, but comments under pictures and stuff can get a little rocky, especially when y'all putting them up there together, or she might feel like, oh, you don't post me enough. Well, I'm gonna let that be known off rip, until we establish what we doing moving forward, and we get that base set that we're gonna move into like that getting marriage step, that next step that we doing. Then it'll, like Kwame said, no face, no case. Well, you'll see her, but I'm put you up there, but
you keep putting words.
That boy said you'll see. That boy said you'll see her. You'll see her, from time to time. You know what I'm saying? I'll put her up there.
I'm saying, like, you get guest appearances, but like my whole page, like if you want to do all that, bro, on social media with your girl, y'all make a page together and do it like that. You feel me? But like my page usually is for like promoting stuff that I do, and that doesn't only involve you. That's my shop.
But at the same time, well, I'm gonna say this: it depends on the level of comfort and how deep y'all are into this, whatever y'all got going on. Me personally, I don't see a problem with posting on social media, but when it becomes too much of an importance or excessive, that's when the issue arises. I do want to put it out there that, hey, this is my girl. Like, I just want to like make that known, like, hey, this is my girl. I'm her man and whatnot. And then you can do a quick post about that, and then from then on out, it should be straight. Because then you don't want to get to a point where you're on social media and people still trying to slide on you or something like that because they don't know you got a girl. So it's really more so for like just reassurance on her part. I would post it for her, and then vice versa. So I don't really mind doing that. And social media is not important. I'm gonna go ahead and say that, put that out there. It should not be the center of your relationship. It should not be the base of it. It should not be the base of it. But hey, retweet on that exactly. But but hey, also it could be an issue at the same time. I will say this might be kind of off topic, but it's still dealing with social media. Let's say you dating somebody, or your girl on Instagram or something like that, liking a bunch of pictures of dudes and whatnot. How would y'all feel about that happening? And like vice versa. Do y'all think she would? I was gonna say it's kind of on topic still, because it's still dealing with social media. And then like people have an issue with like liking pictures on Instagram and stuff like that, even when they taken and stuff. So I was wondering, like, when does it become excessive? When does it become too much? And is there like boundaries in that sense? That's the word I'm looking for. Boundaries. What are the boundaries on social media? That's the question. What are the boundaries on social media?
So if we're in a relationship, we're not liking no shirt off, nothing. As long as dude got his shirt on, like away. But dude got his shirt off, and we boxing. Not really, not me and Shawty, but me and dude, and me and Shawty just gonna break up.
I was gonna say what dude did. All he did was post the pictures.
I'm about to say I feel like
he trying to look all sexy, flexy.
You mad at him for posting?
It's not his fault.
What did he do?
Nah, Kwame is saying that that the girl that's her choice to like the picture. We're not well yeah. Kwame's talking about the dude. Not I'm just saying that. Yeah, hold on, right? Yeah, you're talking about right. I'm trying to help you. Sorry, no,
I'm joking, bro. Y'all taking.
I was about to say he joking, bro. I was like,
way out of context.
Nah, that's real. It definitely got to be some kind of boundary that's definitely set though. That's it. But I don't know.
Man, way I see it, I got my account. You got your account. You do what you want. Like if you go,
Jack, you cap, bro.
You gotta be
careful. I have never posted any girl that I've been with. That's never been a thing. I don't ever plan on it being a thing until, like you said, we really in it like that.
That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, Jack needs somebody like that. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be checking for who you liking. Like if you gonna do dirt, you're gonna do it whether you on Instagram, Twitter, nothing, in person, at work, in class. If you gonna do dirt, you're gonna do dirt. I feel like social media may be like a catalyst. It may facilitate things, but if that's not on her radar, it's not on her radar. If it is, it is, and you got a problem. So I think social media only exacerbates things, but like that already gotta be there in the first place. in terms of like the liking other people's pictures stuff.
So you ain't got no boundaries for shopping.
mean,
twerk videos if you in a relationship.
Again, this is
I'm
talking about like
I'm asking you specific. Are you in a relationship with a chick for like a year or two? Are you liking stripper twerk videos?
I mean, I'm not really liking stripper twerk videos now.
His twerk song come back, you
pages y'all follow.
Why
I
not?
I don't follow no pages that just be showing stripper twerk videos.
You ain't never follow his twerk song, bro?
Nah, I don't. I really don't follow people I don't know, to keep it a band. I don't follow Shade Room. I don't follow celebrities. If I don't know you, then I don't follow you.
Aren't all the IG strippers moving to OnlyFans now?
I don't know.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
We ain't even talk about OnlyFans.
I lost my train of thought when you said that, bro.
That's a whole other ordeal in
that. I will say, like, with the girl I'm dating now, I've learned to move. Well, I guess not even then. I've just like over time, I've learned to move away from social media because I've realized that a lot of people are really like admiring the stuff they see on social media. That's the part I don't like. Like, people are trying to always compare what they got going on with their significant other to what they see on social media. So that's when that's why I learned to like cut back. Like, as y'all can see, I barely be on Instagram posting now and whatnot. I'll be posting podcasts and anything and stuff like that. So I've just learned to like
be
focus on my inner circle and stuff like that. Because thinking about what everybody's got going on is not going to help you build up what you got in your house and whatnot. So that's definitely my last little 2 cents on that topic.
Jim?
Yeah.
I really don't care about social media. I barely be on it now.
Facts.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
So, Cam.
What's up?
So you not on social media. What if your chick on social media just posting you all the time? How you feel?
I mean, she could do that. That's her page.
Okay. She like it shirt off pics.
Think about it.
It's okay, bro, if you don't like it.
It's okay.
I was about to say, bro,
yeah.
I know I wouldn't like it.
I wouldn't like it.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to think about
so
it.
there are some boundaries. When you really sit back and really think about it, man, you really start realizing, like, I wouldn't feel comfortable with that because, again, she is consciously making the choice to like that picture of somebody with their shirt off. That it runs a little deep, bruh.
Not always. As a person who posts shirt off pics, I don't think that there's a huge correlation between likes and like folks really about to do something. In my opinion.
Yes,
they might not do nothing, but in the back of their head,
they might not. That does. We're not saying that means that they're going to act on something like that, but that is saying that she likes what she sees, bro.
So y'all not gonna like no bikini pics, none of that. No, when the summertime come around, they got the freaking dress on. We not liking none of them pictures.
For me, absolutely not. No, I've grown tremendously on social media. So yeah, I mean, Nope. I know. My perspective on it is very different.
I'm gonna like it. I don't care. I really wouldn't be looking. I just be scrolling and liking. I don't be paying that much attention to social media. It's not that important.
If I got a chick and that's her boundary, I'm respecting it. I'm not touching
it.
I don't, then I'm gonna do what she say. But like,
like I said before,
like it's not
it goes back.
It
goes back to transparency and what she like, man. You just gotta have that conversation with her, honestly. And if she don't want you to do something, don't do it. It's really that simple.
On everybody's comfort level in the relationship, man, and just make sure that your significant other is significant. You know, it's significant. I'm tripping.
Be quiet.
Don't
secure.
Hey, he got a point. He got a point.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he was just repeating himself.
You that man. Just making sure that your partner is secure, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Don't. The moral of the story is don't make no other chick feel more special than your girl. So don't be liking this other girl, all her page pics and whatnot, and don't give that same attention. No, don't give 10 times more attention to your actual girl.
Yeah.
So if you stick to that rule, you'll be straight, definitely.
So I have a question then to kind of piggyback off of that with it. So if you are posting your girl, let's just say you posted your girl one time on your page, right? But the picture is like 2 years ago, but you're still with that same girl. do you feel as if like it's validated for a girl to slide on you, to slide in your DMs?
Hell no.
No, she better not.
Wait, what? Are you saying like the last time you posted a girl was 2 years ago?
Think right. So like how I'm saying, you guys are saying that it. Well, some perspectives have been that you might not necessarily need to post them as much as long as they're on the page. That should be enough. But again, what if the picture is from like 2 years ago or something like that, right? And do you guys feel as if like that's a validation for a girl if she comes on your page? Oh man, the last time you was with a girl was 2 years ago. You feel like that's a good reason for her to slide on you because you haven't posted your girl recently.
So most women are complete lurkers, and they will check your whole profile. And if they see that one pic with a chick, then they definitely believe that you're still with that chick. Ain't no dude just brainless enough, clueless enough to just not delete.
I don't know, man.
Look.
That dude gonna delete it if they broke up.
I'm not done. Yeah, dude gonna delete it if they broke up. Now, if Shawty has definitely seen the pic, Shawty has definitely seen the pic. She probably just still sliding just to see if it's still okay. Like, so that's on Shawty, bro. That's really on Shawty. I mean, if she feel like that's validation enough, then yeah, sure, do that. But like, it's up to you to just be like, hey, you know, I'm still with Shawty from 2 years ago, right?
Right.
I'm about to say.
Good answer, Kwame.
2 years ago.
It's on you, bro. Make the right move. It's on you.
That's the great answer right there. Make sure that you're moving very appropriately, even if something like that happens. Because man, a lot of girls, you know, some of them they might bypass that, bro. Like, you never know.
Trying to ignore it.
Most are gonna do their due diligence. Unless you got like
they're gonna do their research on it, right? Exactly.
They're gonna do their due diligence.
But yeah,
so they straight lurkers.
I understand that, man. Like I said, I've just seen situations where somebody might not have posted someone for some time, and some girls might feel as if like, oh, well, you know, I haven't seen you say anything about her, so does that mean, you know, that you're not necessarily with her? But Kwame answered it very well that it's on you to make sure that you answer the best.
But flip the script though. You see a girl posted a guy 2 years ago. Y'all shooting?
I was about to say.
Now that's a very good flip.
I feel like I've done it before.
Well,
so y'all shooting or not? Y'all shooting? Yeah. Shooting.
Man, go ahead. Because I'm about to get. I was
about to say. I feel like I don't know if I shot. No. I don't just slide in no DM. So like you might like a pic or two, you know, just to see the response. You got to check the response factor. If she don't like back, then you like, oh yeah, never mind. Shawty's still in that relationship. But if she like back, then you like, hey, so what's up with dude? You know, you got to get him off your profile or something. So, but I don't talk that I did something like that. Yeah.
The like for likes, bro.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the like for like. You gotta do the like for like. I'm not gonna tell y'all my recipe, but you know, it's a like. Don't tell them.
Strategy. Just know that it's chess.
DM for the game.
Whatever you're gonna do on social media, just move smart.
Right.
Whatever you're gonna do, just move smart and be careful.
I've never been a DM slider per se myself for a first option, so I don't know if I'll do it anyway.
That's facts, man. Well, that's good. So another great recipe right there. So let's go ahead and jump into our last commercial break of this episode, guys. We're going to get into some Get Your Mans. So make sure you guys tune back in with us. Never Too Late podcast, most lucrative podcast, insight, meeting that real talk. We'll be right back.
Yeah, man. So for Get Your Mans, man, we got not so much my brother, hopefully none of y'all brothers, Governor Brian Kemp, the farmer. Now, a lot of y'all might not know, but there have been recent research due to this coronavirus where every state across the nation closed, us being 2 weeks later than California, even though we have the CDC right up the street. We were also the first state to open back up, not even being like closing first. But that's not all that Brian Kemp has done wrong for us. No. Brian Kemp has come up with the rule that 16-year-olds that have not taken the driver's license test, they have not taken any license test, can acquire a driver's license. so they can now drive during the corona crisis. However, he said, and I quote, when this is over, they have to take the test. I'm sorry. They have to take the test. So their license will be invalidated if they do not take a driver's test. Could y'all please give me some insight as to how any of that makes sense?
This man right here, bro. Jug season. Jug season. I'm whipping.
All right.
What?
Enough on that one.
How they gonna monitor that?
You feel me? Like, I already got it. What
Who's gonna turn himself in, bro? Talking about my bad, bro. I ain't taking the test,
so we gonna let these fools drive for a minute and
you
then
feel
see
me?
if they can drive?
Right, and then return it.
We gonna put them out on the road. They gonna get that real deal experience. Then we gonna actually test them.
Get a couple dings and nicks in first.
You're not a real driver to your first accident.
You feel me?
That's what they waiting on, bro.
If they don't come back and take the test, what's the reprimand for? They got to wait till they get pulled over and get to an accident 4-5 years later. Like, oh, okay. Oh, you did. Oh, you never came back and got your license.
That might be a fine. That might be a citation or something in a few minutes.
Nah, they're gonna make it invalid. It's just like having a suspended license.
Yeah, suspended.
So if you get pulled over, then
does governor 45? Does he think that being a governor is like a test run? Like he can just test shit out on us? Like is Georgia just a test state? Like let's go test stuff. Let's test. Let's let folks go out there in the world and see if the coronavirus is real. Let's do it in Georgia. Like. My thing is just why even, like how we said, because of this aftermath hassle, why even give it to them in the first place? Especially with quarantine, like they're not supposed to be moving around anyway.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like who really is caring about that? Like
who can't go nowhere?
You know what I'm saying?
Who is itching for their teenager to be driving during this time? Like that's wild. That's wild, bro.
I wonder if parents actually out there co-signing this too, bro. Like, go get your license.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Go ahead, get your license, bro.
I wonder what pushed him to make it happen in the first place. I wonder was he getting, like how you said, some type of backlash from people that pushed him to make this decision. Like, does he have anything?
He had,
something that was pushing him, or was it just I'm just gonna wake up and just let him do it? Like, just what random test thing can I do this week, right?
I feel like
it's just something he just needed to do something, bro. He like, how can I shake up Georgia again?
The only thing I can think of is like if people going back to work and then students still not in school, you may want a kid at home that could drive.
Take care of like other siblings or caring for people, maybe.
That's true.
Where are they going? Where are they going? We're quarantined. They're not essential workers. They don't got that paper yet.
I'm just trying to think of something.
Right. We trying to make it make sense, bro. We
tried.
Yeah, you
tried.
There's no way to validate that. Oh, by the way, y'all said that in the news report. That man really opening up bars and stuff like the end of the month.
The pandemic is over. It's gone.
Drunk man. Yeah, that's me.
Bro, we had numbers jump up. Oh, there was 11 out of the 12 states. They voted on like it was a voter thing across the state for 12 states of how they approve of their governor's job, and like Georgia, we're the only ones that had a disapproval rate that was higher than approval. It was 61% disapprove, 39% approval. And the second worst was Texas, who was a 57% approve.
Oh my God. That's bad.
Yeah, I saw that.
Is bad, bro.
Make sure we vote, man.
That's like
the best person on the planet.
Please vote.
Can't say it enough. Cannot say that enough. Say it again, Nick.
Make sure y'all vote, man.
Bring Stacey in, bro. I'm sick of this.
Please. And you know Kim don't tell Stacey nothing.
Stacey a friend of the podcast though, so she what up, Stacey? Good.
What's
what up, Stacey, man? I just don't understand how a Yale graduate is losing the governor race to a farmer. This man has a degree in agriculture. How did he get
see that
here?
Commercial, bro? That commercial.
That commercial is bad.
That
you say he wasn't wearing that?
Hell.
What'd you say, Jack?
No, I just say he went to UGA.
So that's why I ain't say nothing, bro. I was like, let me go ahead and be quiet, bro.
Yeah, UGA alone.
Yeah, get your
Shout out UGA.
This Get Your Man's is directed towards
Yeah,
Jordan Herring.
that's your fellow dog, man. Eric Starr. That's an alum I would not really want to shout out, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's it for Get Your Mans today, man. Jordan, go ahead and talk to me, bro. Please give me a word that's going to get me off of this camp.
All right. So for today's devotional, it is entitled The Potter's Wheel. It's written by Minister Donna Shapler. I went down to the potter's house and I saw him working at, but the pot he was shaping from the clay was marred in his hands. So the potter shaped it into another pot, shaping it as it seemed best to him. That is Jeremiah 18, verses 3 and 4. Are we more shaped or are we more shapers? Who is in charge of us? Our peers, our context, our bosses, ourselves? Or better put, which part of multiple influences actually directs us? The potter was just making a pot. We are making a life. Some of us are even trying to follow Jesus in that life. His direction is to allow ourselves to be shaped by the poor or naked or feeble. When did we see an outsider and not see Jesus in him? Freedom is the ability to choose our own bondage. But what shapes will be formed? How will we become beautiful and useful? Who will tell us who we are? The least of these can bring out the best in us. Jesus suggests an awesome failure and an even more awesome engagement with human reality. He isn't looking for sour pussies in here. He is looking for free choice, happily made. Remember your last mission trip, or your accompaniment with an undocumented person to court? Remember how you thought you were helping to only find out they were helping you? That is a Jesus-shaped person's common experience. A lot matters about how we choose to connect the so-called least of these. Be careful of the Messiah complex, but not a relationship with the Messiah. No one is stopping us from shaping ourselves in a down market direction. Allow us, oh God, to look up and down and all around and to finally get in our optimal spiritual shape. Amen.
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 Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Good word right there.
Amen.
So, all right, guys. That's the end of another one right there. Go ahead and clap it up one time. Episode 2. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hope you guys are enjoying everything that you are listening to with the Never Too Late podcast. Make sure you come back and check with us next week. Same people, same time, same place. You already know what's going on. The Never Too Late podcast. Most lucrative podcast where insight meets real talk. Thank you all for tuning in.
Subscribe and follow.
Yes, sir.
NTL podcast at NTL podcast. Make sure y'all, like you said, follow, subscribe, do all that, man.
Spotify too, we on there.
Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music.
Yeah.
Merch. Yes,
Merch
sir.
coming soon.